Hi guys, it's Sheena from Teton Raptor Center and I'm here to give you all this week's patient update. So let's go ahead and get started. First up this week, I wanted to highlight our most recent release. This is female Cooper's Hawk 414, and she initially came in from Jackson, Wyoming after she flew into a window. Here she is going back to the wild in her original habitat. First up for our current birds this week is Great Horned Owl 4-2, and this bird came to us from Lander, Wyoming with head and eye trauma. Right now she's got a corneal ulcer in that left eye, so we are treating her for that. And she's still residing in the ICU but has a really good appetite. And then in about a week to 10 days, we'll reevaluate her eye again and see how it's looking. And if the ulcer has completely healed, she'll be able to move out of the ICU and into a larger enclosure. Next up is Great Horned Owl 330, and this is the bird that was illegally shot. We ended up putting her through surgery to remove the bullet from her shoulder because the bullet was made of lead and it was spiking her lead level, which of course lead is toxic to us and animals, so we definitely wanted to get that out if it was at all possible. Since removal, she's been doing really well. We actually moved her out of the ICU and into a larger enclosure where she has a lot more room to move around. And then as soon as her fractured coracoid has fully healed, she'll be able to go into an even larger enclosure where she'll have perches high up off the ground so that she can fly. Next up is Golden Eagle 313. This is the bird that came in with a ruptured crop and a fractured coracoid. Here's the bird flying out in the flight barn absolutely beautifully. I love to see that kind of symmetry in both wings, especially after a coracoid fracture. So here's the bird one more time, flying in the flight barn in slow motion. You can see really strong, powerful flights and able to get up high to the top perch. So that's exactly what we like to see. Next up is our other golden eagle. This is Golden 39, and this is the bird that came with a metacarpus fracture, soft tissue damage to the metacarpus, and feather damage to that right wing as well. We've got her in physical therapy every 2 to 3 days, and I'm pleased to announce that she's got brand new feathers growing in where she had large gaps in her wing feathers previously. Last but not least is Bald Eagle 2-4, and this bird came in originally with a metacarpus fracture. You can see that she's now up in our flight barn and she's able to get lift and sustain flight. She's still not a strong enough flyer to be eligible for release yet, but we're going to continue with flight conditioning. Some other big news is that we actually have her living with our other golden eagle, so they're both sharing the big flight barn together, and they're doing just fine living in the same space. All right, that's all we've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed learning more about our birds. Remember that if you want to do your part to help keep wild birds wild, you can check out our website at tetonraptorcenter.org and make a donation. Bye!